there, Dr. Andrea Shanowski from Freedom Chiropractic and Holistic Health in the Peoria Metro Center and our YouTube channel, Health and Horsepower. Now, as this year comes to a close, a lot of you may be ready to do New Year, New You, but let's face it, New Year, New You works for about 30 days and then the gyms are like empty. So what I want to do is I want to remind you that your body is asking for a gentle reset and a routine that you can embrace now during the winter months so that you are ready to move forward with a preventative healthcare system and prevention when it comes to your health next year. So rather than focusing on a crash diet and heavy exercise in the gym and working out every single day, let's talk about some simple things we can do. Simple things we can do that are going to have big impact as we get that routine and habit in place over time. So I've mentioned before that we need to make sure that we are taking care of our stress levels. That may be coming from outside stress, the people in our lives, work, finances, all that stuff, family. Those might sound familiar. And then also stressors inside of our body with not eating well, blood sugar spikes and crashes, hormone imbalances, joint pain, arthritis, all those things. So you can have stressors externally or internally. Stressors externally, we need to put some boundaries up. We need to make sure that we are letting people know, hey, stretching myself too thin. I need a little break. I might not be able to do everything that I'm used to doing. I'm kind of taking a step back so I don't hurt myself or burn myself out. So if you need my help, let me know. I'll tell you if I can help. That's the key word, because then you're setting them up for a no. It's okay for you to say no. It really is. I know it's hard to do sometimes, but it is okay to say no to giving your energy away to everybody else when you yourself don't have enough. We also need to make sure that we are focusing on recharging our bodies internally. That may be by getting chiropractic care to get answers as to what's going on in your body so we can take care of your joint pain and your headaches and your shoulder issues, get a plan in place so that we can strengthen those areas so that you can actually prevent that from getting worse and prevent the pain from coming back. Or it may be doing lab testing. It might be having me look at your lab testing and see, hey, what is going on in my body? Do I need more labs? Do I need more nutrition? Does one of my organs need support? Do I need like a whole overhaul with my dietary, whatever it may be? We need to make sure that we are looking at stressors outside and inside. So if you need help with the outside, I actually do consultations in my office. We can sit down, talk more about what's going on in your life, talking about some boundaries we can put in place to help you work through that. Sometimes you even need to work with a therapist or your friends and family on that as well. And then internally, I can help to get some answers or at least push you in the right direction on a path that can actually find you proper answers so that we can get a plan in place to help you with that. So stress, huge one. Another one is making sure that you're getting enough water. A lot of us tend to focus on not doing well with that. A couple of things. Getting a new water bottle makes a huge difference, but tracking that water intake and making sure you're getting that throughout the day can also be helpful. I myself have a lovely water bottle at my front desk that has, I don't know if you can see that. It's blurring it. It's got marks on here. So I can put all the ounces in there and it can tell me what time I need to drink that by, or I just know, hey, this is what I got to drink today. And I'll start working on that as I'm sitting here at my desk, kind of not paying attention and zoned out. I just make sure I'm drinking that as often as I can. Every time I sit down, I try to take a sip so that I've got water coming in. There's also a really great app called LifeSum that has a widget. You can actually track your water intake, your food intake, and your exercise. So that can kind of help not just with the water intake, but with also looking at your dietary changes. Now, I'm a big proponent for women and men that do have high chronic stress levels, as well as dealing with hormone balance issues, not to do intermittent fasting, but eating regular meals throughout the day. We want to try to keep your blood sugar stable, not like roller coaster rides. So a lot of times that means we need to make sure we are eating regularly, but also eating proper balanced foods, especially focusing on getting enough protein as well as fruits and vegetables in. I typically like to recommend aiming for at least 75 grams of protein on a daily basis, up to 100 or more if you're working out and trying to build muscle. But I usually say bare minimum 75 grams of protein a day. And that LifeSum app, if you put your food in there, actually tracks your macros for your fat intake, your carbohydrate intake, and also your protein intake, so you know how you're doing. I usually say if you track it for a week, you kind of get a good idea about where you're at and if you're good at protein intake, and if not, we got things to improve upon. So if you want help with that, again, I can sit down with you, go over what your diet currently looks like and what we can do to improve upon that as well. And then a really important thing is making sure that you are moving your body on a regular basis. So I usually say we want 30 minutes of de-stress, clear your mind time and 30 minutes of physical release every single day. And that doesn't necessarily mean exercise. That can be working with your hands, moving your body, just getting up, stretching, exercising, whatever it may be, to make sure that we are trying to keep your joints loaded so that they're staying nice, strong bones. We're not getting osteoporosis, and also making sure we're maintaining your muscles and hopefully building those so that we have good bone density as we age, and muscle mass to keep us strong so we're not weak and having a hard time getting up and staying active. If you need help with any of those things, please give my office a call, 309-689-6200, or go to our website, freedompeoria.org, and request an appointment. And just remember, we don't want to do like heavy crashes, huge changes as soon as January 1st hits. We want a gentle reset, getting some habits and routines set in place so that we can gently ease ourselves into 2026 and whatever wonders and horrors it holds. Let's face it. So have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next week.